I'm 92 years old. It's a strange thing, you know? I've outlived my wife, I've outlived my friends, heck, I've even outlived my enemies. But most importantly, I've outlived that version of myself that used to give a damn about what people thought of me. Right now, I'm standing at the very edge of the cliff.
I can see the bottom. It's right there. But before I go over, I need to turn around and speak to the rest of you, the ones still back there at the party, dancing and laughing. I need to tell you what I see from here, because honestly, you're living a lie. You're walking around with this arrogant, comfortable delusion that you have time. You treat your days like they're cheap, like you have some infinite supply of them sitting in a high-yield savings account. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're broke. We're all going to die. Now, you know that intellectually, sure, you've seen the news, you've seen the movies, but you don't know it. You don't feel the cold steel of that reality against your neck. If you did, believe me, you wouldn't be living the way you are right now. Before we go any deeper into what I've learned at 92, do me a favor. If this message hits home for you, subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep sharing these kinds of stories. Let me tell you about a man named Jack. It was 1968. Jack was my best friend. He was smarter than me, better looking, and, if I'm being honest, a lot richer. The guy was a shark. We were having a drink one night, celebrating some massive deal he'd just closed. He was leaning back in this expensive leather chair, puffing on a Cuban cigar. He looked at me and said, "Frank, 5 more years. That's the strategy. I grind for 5 more years, I hit the number, and then I'm done. Then I take Mary to Italy. Then I learn to paint. Then I start living." Jack had a plan. He had a roadmap. But 3 days later, Jack walked out of his office building, grabbed his chest, and hit the sidewalk before he even realized he was falling. Massive heart attack. He was 42 years old. He never went to Italy. He never painted a damn thing. I stood over his casket, and the tragedy wasn't that Jack died. We all die. The tragedy was that Jack spent his entire existence waiting to live. He treated his life like a waiting room for a better future that never arrived. And the cruelest part? I went to his office a week later to clear out his desk. His calendar was booked for the next 6 months. His inbox was overflowing with urgent messages. The world didn't stop because Jack died. His company replaced him in 2 weeks. His clients forgot his name within a year. And right now, looking at you, I see Jack. You're telling yourself the same lies. I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll take the trip when the kids are older. I'll forgive my brother once he apologizes. Let me give you a hard fact from a 92-year-old man. There is no later. There is only now. If you're trading your now for a later that isn't guaranteed, you're making the worst bet in the history of gambling. While you're thinking about that, if this story is making you rethink your priorities, go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm find people who need to hear this. Let's talk about your stuff. I look at your generation and I see an obsession with accumulation. You buy things you don't need with money you don't have, just to impress people you don't even like. I live in a small room now. I've got a bed, a chair, and a picture of my wife. I used to have the big house. I had the luxury cars and a garage full of toys. And I'm telling you, with the absolute clarity of the end game, it's all garbage. I've been to a lot of funerals in 92 years. I have never, not once, seen a U-Haul trailer following a hearse. When you die, your kids are going to hire a stranger to come into your house and throw 90% of your precious belongings into a dumpster. The other 10%, they'll sell it at a yard sale for quarters. That is the sum total of your materialism, future trash. So why are you putting yourself through the ringer to buy it? Why are you working 60 hours a week, missing your daughter's childhood, just to pay for a car that sits in traffic? It's madness. And you won't realize it's madness until you're sitting where I am. And by then, It's too late to return the merchandise. Let me tell you about what I thought was my big victory. It was 1979. I won the Businessman of the Year award in my city. Big banquet, black tie, the whole 9 yards. I walked up to that podium, people applauded, and I felt like a god. I thought I'd won the game. I went home that night, holding the trophy. The house was dark. My wife, Eleanor, was asleep. My kids were asleep. I sat at my kitchen table alone, drinking a scotch and staring at this piece of glass. And that's when I realized the applause had stopped. The people at that dinner didn't care about me. They cared about what I could do for them. But the people upstairs, the ones who actually loved me, I'd neglected them for months just to win that piece of glass. I missed my son's varsity games to stay late at the office. I missed my anniversary dinner to close a merger. And for what? That trophy is currently in a box in a basement somewhere. I don't even know where it is. But the memory of my wife's sad eyes when I told her I couldn't make it to dinner, that's right here. That stays. You think your career is your legacy. It's not. It's a transaction. You are selling the hours of your life, hours you will never, ever get back, to build someone else's castle. If you drop dead today, your job would be posted online before your obituary hit the paper. Do not worship at the altar of your career. It will not love you back. It will not hold your hand when the lights go out. So, what matters? If the money is fake, the career is a trap, and the stuff is garbage. What's left? I'll tell you. The only things you get to keep are the things you gave away, the love you gave, the time you gave, the connection. I sit here in this chair, and I don't replay my business deals. I replay the Sunday mornings with Eleanor. I replay the sound of my daughter laughing when she was 3. I replay the time I helped a stranger push his car out of a snowbank. That is the only wealth there is. So here is my challenge to you. Here's the no BS strategy for the rest of your life. Number 1, kill your ego. You're so terrified of looking foolish. You don't take the risk. You don't start the business. You don't ask the girl out. Why? Because you're afraid of what they will think. Let me liberate you. Nobody is watching you. They're too busy worrying about themselves. You're the main character only in your own head. To everyone else, you're just background noise. Stop letting the fear of other people's judgment paralyze you. Their judgment will rot in the ground right next to them. Number 2, practice. The last time. This is an old Stoic technique, and it will change your life. Every time you do something, anything, remind yourself that one day you will do it for the last time. One day you'll pick up your child for the last time. One day you'll kiss your spouse for the last time. One day you'll drink a cup of coffee for the last time. You don't know when that day is. It could be 10 years from now, or it could be today. If you live with that knowledge, you'll never take a moment for granted again. You'll taste the coffee. You'll hold the hug a little longer. By the way, if this is shifting your perspective, drop a like on the video. It helps us get this wake-up call to more people. Number 3, wake up. I'm 92. My back hurts. My eyes are dim. And my body is tired. But you have the golden ticket. You have your health. You have your youth. And you're spending it scrolling through a phone. You're numbing yourself. Stop it. Go outside. Feel the wind. Look at the sky. Call your mother. Forgive your enemy, not for them, but because you don't have time to carry the luggage of hate anymore. We are all going to die. It's the only guarantee we have. But most people never actually live. They just exist. They stay safe. They stay comfortable. And then they expire.
Don't be like Jack. Don't wait for the 5-year plan. Eat the good food. Buy the plane ticket. Say, I love you first. Because the clock is ticking. Can you hear it? That is the sound of your life running out. Don't let it run out empty. I'm tired now. Go live.